Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello, Amy. How are you? I am gonna see about this for you, Amy. 1 second. Oh, thank you. So Amy, I have a no. But things might be changing. So maybe like initially there wasn't a crush or something, but maybe that's changed. You know, sometimes you don't instantly look at someone, but then like over time something can change, or maybe they're saying over time something will change. So I'm getting currently no, but they may start looking at you in a different light, and maybe that will start to happen. In depth in 5 message cards. Okay. Oh, not too much younger, right, Amy? Hopefully not. Sag girl, I'm getting a yes, the Justice card. Oh, Amy, I just realized I don't even know how old you are. You just had a birthday, though. I know that. Yay, Justice. You're welcome, Amy. Yeah, you're just a couple years apart. That makes sense. True, yes. The free list is going still. True community. I'm getting a maybe. I guess he doesn't know for sure, but he has suspicions maybe. That could be what that is. The Hierophants. Just a reminder that my donations today are only going to be open for 30 minutes. If you want to get your donations in, probably have about 20 minutes to do that. And if you haven't had the chance yet, you're on your way out, or you got a question answered from me for free today, please make sure you like the live stream. All About Maine, I got your donation. Thank you. You're going to be after Amy, okay? I need to get a different pen. This is like making my... I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Lala Loopsy. I am getting a no, Lala Loopsy, 7 of Cups. Maybe look at your other options in front of you, or keep yourself open to other options. Oh, True Community, I just saw what you said. Haley, I am getting a no for that one as well. All About Maine. I'm gonna say yes, I will say, but this card did try to come out, so there could be some last minute changes that turn out very fruitful for you or turn out happy for you. So we'll say yes. It's okay, Lala. You're fine. You're welcome, guys. He's like, fuck you. He said, I know. You should just, when you get up, you should just pick him up and hold him for a minute before you put him down. Because then he'll probably forget that he was even sitting on your lap. And he'll feel loved. Thank you, my girl. Oh, wait, hold on. Thank you, my girl. Currently broke, but I will be back to donate soon enough. Oh, yeah, of course. I always tell people, like, I don't want you to spend your last dollar on me. That's not good karma. So let's answer a freebie for you, and then you can come back another time. So I got a yes, or sorry. I got a no. The devil. I don't know why I said yes. I knew this was a no card. That is so weird. Maybe he felt like you were being distant, but I don't know if they thought that was out of character for you, so I'm going to say no. I do an in-depth love, like, to... Amy, yeah, I can do a mini love reading and just pull a couple extra cards for you. We'll do that, because that's the only way I can think to do it for you. In-depths are usually, they're up to 10 cards, so I'll just pull a couple extra cards for you, but we'll ask those same questions. Okay, so Black Bee, I have a yes. The Hierophant, I mean the Magician. Oh my god, guys, what's wrong with me? It literally says the Magician. Black Bee, I have a yes. The Magician. High Priestess, ooh, the Devil. Maybe he wanted to do some devilish things. You know what? Your interpretation's as good as mine. You're welcome. Yeah, so Blackie with the Magician is very... And, you know, I said the Hierophant. That means commitment, usually. So, you know, doing things the traditional way. The Magician, to me, makes me feel like this is in his power. This is his choice. This is what he wants to do. Exactly. Amy, who would you like your reading done on? Black Bee, what do you mean? What are you asking me? Oh, Black Bee. So I would say, based off the cards, yes. It does not matter either way, because the Magician talks about someone saying that this is my choice. No matter the circumstances, I have the power here. So I would say he wouldn't let anything else influence him. It doesn't matter what his status is. He would make the decision because he wants to, and he wouldn't let anything else affect that decision. All right. So Amy says, I want it done on Noah. We've been hanging out for 3 days now, enjoying each other's time, being flirty. He's been receptive to my flirtiness, it seems. Okay. So let's take a look here. True community, hey, welcome back in. I will add you to the list. You will be after All About Maine, okay? You're welcome, Black Bee. All right, so this is the Ace of Cups. It's a little bit got a glare on it, but just so you know, that's the card. Okay, I was just trying to get a little bit more information, so I pulled a couple extra cards. First out, we have like, what are they showing and giving to the connection? I feel like you feel like walls are kind of coming down a little bit, or maybe he's feeling like he's getting closer to you. Your walls are coming down. I just see breaking down barriers as like the main thing. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. Okay, so I feel very strongly like it's not even just like an age thing. I think it's just like his life thing. I don't think he has a ton of experience, and I just want to throw that out there. He's coming through as a page in a knight, which is to be expected, at least because of his age specifically. But I think like when it comes to relationships and stuff, like I would say he's maybe only like really had strong feelings for like one person before. Otherwise, it may have been hookups or nothing serious. I would say he hasn't really had a chance to like fully experience things for himself. And this could be considered a block for your connection, because it may be like he I feel like almost like he looks at you as like, oh wow, like she's so cool, like she's older than me, she can do things I can't do yet. And it's kind of like a fun crush, flirty kind of thing when it's like someone who's a little bit older than you, and also like you feel, even though it's not that much older, you still feel like there's more experience. Like he's like, oh, it's an experienced woman. I don't know, he's kind of viewing you as someone who's like older, interesting, and wiser and more well-rounded, and I think that he's liking that about you for sure. He is he's kind of looking at you as like the grass is greener on your side. So I think that he's happy to communicate with you. It does make me wonder with the Ace of Cups as a block, though, is if he's ready for a new relationship, if he's even been in a relationship before, and if so, could this be influencing the current connection at all? There's like a couple things here about him just being very young, and maybe there's like a lot that we don't really know yet. The moon here talks about kind of things that we don't we don't automatically want to open up about. I think that he's looking for fun with you. I think he's looking for a good time. He enjoys your company. He feels like knowing you, and like his intention here is to just like for things to just be easy and fun and lighthearted. And like if you ever communicate with him about your experience with like other people and how things might have felt more complicated, he's like, well, I'm here to make things easy. I'm here to have a good time. I don't know if he really takes things super seriously, but this just might be a good energy for you to be around right now. Just something fun that makes you feel like flattered and confident. Um, I don't know if I can see anything serious coming from this right now. There's a food line for 17. You said, yeah, and I did tell him I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now because I need to heal. And to him, that might be even more appealing, in all honesty. Yeah, because I told my cousin about him, and she was like, right now it's good to just get to know each other and have fun. And she's like, you never know, since almost anything can happen, for sure. And Amy, I feel like since you're still young too, like this would be a fun relationship for you to have. I do feel like with his intentions though, it's like just kind of keep things light and easy and breezy. I don't really feel him wanting to take anything seriously. In for you. Hey Rising, thank you so much for the donation. So Amy, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting. There's a lot still to be tapped into here, a lot still more to discover, but I think this is a fun energy for you to be around. And also, like with the Six of Swords, this is kind of indicating transition. So maybe this is like a good person for you to be around to kind of help you bring you to the next phase of your healing journey or of your life. But I think this person's a lot of fun. I was low-key feeling he could maybe have a crush on me or at least be attracted to me. Yeah, I think that's possible here for sure. I think he enjoys spending time with you, flirting with you, having fun. I think this will be a mutually beneficial relationship as well. Like for him, you kind of serve his ego a little bit, he feeds your ego a little bit. So I think for both of you guys right now, this is just like a good fun time. I mean, the word fun just keeps coming to mind because it's all I can think of right now. But that's pretty much what I'm getting. Did you want your messages to be from him or someone different? Okay, Amy, give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I had to take a quick break. All right, babe. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, Sarah. That sounds good. Get it in quick because donations are going to close soon. All right. Messages from Noah. So, Amy, you communicated with him that you might be able to do friends with benefits with him. Like, I feel like if you got to that point of conversation, okay, Amy, I feel like if you got to that point of conversation with him, then it might be, I don't know, it might be like he is feeling you because you guys got to that point in conversation, unless it was just something you said very casually about, like, yeah, if I were to date someone, it would be friends with benefits. Because, like, what brought on that conversation? Oh, okay. You only mentioned it. Okay. Messages from Noah, please, for Amy. Messages from Noah. Just in general. Okay. So many things remind me of you. Oh, ooh. I want to be more than friends. Messages from Noah to Amy, please. Okay, my cards are flying all over the place. Let me grab this one from the floor. Whew. All right, we have I don't want to let you go. Thanks, Sar. I'll add you to the list. I'll update the donation list in just a second. I want you. You inspire me. I'll set that over here. And at the bottom of the deck, he says, I want to feel that way again. It's a little crooked, but you get the idea. All right, Amy, I will come back around to you, okay? So just hang tight. Let me put the donation on the screen. We have Amy. No, we already did Amy. We'll be back to Amy. Next up, we have All About Maine. Is All About Maine in here? All right, that's the list that I've got right now. Anybody who wants to add to their reading, you're more than welcome to. If you have donated, you can add to your reading. James, I just thought of you, James. I was like, he's going to be in here. I know I'm going to see him in a second. I should have called it. I should have said it out loud. I don't know why. I just had this feeling that you were around. Okay. James will be after Amy. All right, that's where I'm going to have to leave it as far as donations go for new donations. If anybody that has donated, I know I should have called it. I was just like, I don't know. I just felt ya. I literally I had that thought probably like 10 minutes ago, and then I just had it again, and then there you are. It was so weird. All right, let me update the list. If All About Maine is here, check in with me, girl. I did. All right, Amy, James. True, it looks like I got a second donation from you. Oh, true. Sorry. So All About Maine donated about 10 minutes before your first donation. So she was next, and I actually posted that earlier in the chat. If you scroll up, I think it was before the free list even closed that All About Maine donated. So she's technically next, but I don't know if she's in here right now. One last call for All About Maine before we move on. Okay, I think we'll have to come back to All About Maine. And next up we have True Community. True Community I know is in here. So True, we'll go ahead and do yours. So maybe you manifested it. You manifested you being next. All right. First question with tarot cards. What is M planning now for us? Second question. What is M feeling with message cards? You got it. What is M planning for true community and them? What is M planning for them, please? What is M planning for them? Okay, that's the Four of Swords. I am really sorry, guys. There's a little bit of a glare. So he is looking for true. What he's planning is a breakthrough in communication. Something feels kind of disconnected or off between you guys right now. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that maybe you guys haven't been able to communicate as much as you would like to, or maybe there's been no communication at all. I feel like he's noticing this and he's trying to figure out a way to communicate. So breakthroughs in communications are the biggest things. If something's gone down between you guys, he's looking to clear the air, maybe give you more clarity. If apologies need to be made or forgiveness needs to happen, that's also what that card can indicate. I feel like a lot about this connection has not been brought to light, and maybe it's left you questioning where you stand. And I feel like it's possible for him. He may be also feeling the same way. The Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups indicates that maybe he feels like he's overlooked you or the connection. But he's realizing that maybe this could be a loss for him or a missed opportunity. So he's looking for a breakthrough. I think both of you guys may be looking for clarity. And so for him, I think communication is important, but not just like a, hey, how are you? How's it been? But like a, can we talk about this? Can we be direct for a minute and just like say what it is? You know, I feel like he feels a connection to you intuitively. He's coming through here saying like, I feel a pull. I feel drawn to this person, talking about you. And he's like, just something in my intuition is like calling me to them and I don't know why. And we also have the Four of Wands. As far as the plans, this would feel more like a partnership. I would say at a minimum, he's looking for more of a relationship with you. And whatever dynamic that is, if that's friendship or like a committed romantic relationship or more, he basically is saying, I want to take things to the next level with this person, whatever that means for you guys or however that looks for your personal connection. He's saying, I want to take things to the next step. That's usually what this card means for me. What is M feeling with message cards, please? What is M feeling towards true? It's a romantic one. Okay. Yeah, he's saying, I want to take things further. I want to see where this goes, or I want to be closer to you in some way. What is M feeling, please? What is M feeling? Your intellect arouses me. Have you been involved with anyone else that he might know about? He might have seen you with someone else. Something's coming through of like, are you sure you're interested in me because maybe he feels like there's someone else here for you or something like that. It's time for me to heal now. Okay, that's good. Okay, I had a dream. He told me that in the dream. Wait, what? I had a dream. He told me that in the dream the other day. What did he tell you in the dream? What is M feeling with message cards, please? What is M feeling towards true? What is M feeling towards true? He says, I'm starting to understand our connection, which could be why there's this urge to take things to the next level, that he wanted to be more. Yeah, this could be his fear playing out. So if you aren't involved with anyone else, it could just be his fear, honestly. Because I channel, so sometimes it's hard for me to understand what has actually been said out loud and what has been communicated to you, or what he is just thoughts that were in his head. Do you know what I mean? So maybe what I'm picking up is something that he's thinking. He says, I feel you leaving me behind. So this comes from a fear-based mindset of, even if you, true community. Oh, he says, anything else you want, I'll do. That's so sweet. That's a really sweet dream. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. So for this card, this is kind of like a fear-based mindset of, I feel you leaving me behind, because true, even if you haven't, even if you don't plan to, even if nothing's ever been said, he still feels in some way he's running out of time. What is M feeling? He says, I need security. And at the bottom of the deck, oh, that glare is so bad. At the bottom of the deck, he says, I wonder if you are happy without me. All about Maine. If you're here, please check in with me. I need security. Yeah, so it could be, there's a lot of different. Oh, hey, Day. I probably will be back on later today, but we have a lot of wedding stuff to do, like every single day. And so it just depends on how our day ends up going, will determine if I get back on or not. So, for instance, if we finish early for the day, then yes, and if not, then probably not. I wish I could make more commitments, but we're T minus 10 days, I think, at this point. So we're down to the wire. It's kind of like the next couple of weeks is a catch me when you catch me, because I'm trying to be as on as possible, but I just never know what's going to end up happening. And things end up, my schedule changes every single day. Like someone cancels and have to reschedule that, and So it's like, it's very hard for me to know what I'm doing. And I have plans tonight, and those can change last minute too. So lots of moving parts. But I hope to see you back if I am on later on tonight. And if not, hopefully maybe tomorrow or the next day. So true community, the security card. Sarah, yes, that's fine. The security card indicates that he may have a fear of abandonment or a very unstable life. So he may have grown up in an environment where he never knew what was going to happen next. It may have felt very unpredictable, and that overstimulated his nervous system. So for him, he may feel like he was, an example of this would be he lived in a bunch of different houses when he was a kid, and he never really had a place to call home. Maybe he went to multiple schools all throughout his high school career. Maybe his home life with his parents, there was not much love that was shown, and a lot more distance, cold arguments. He could have had an issue with maybe one of his early relationships that was a lot of fighting and a lot of toxicity. These are just examples, but basically for him, this is like a place of him saying, like, my nervous system is overstimulated. I need something that's going to be calming, something that I can rely on, something that is unconditional, that I don't ever have to question if someone cares for me or wants to be with me. You know, he's looking for security or stability in his connections. He did moved a lot. Yeah, so a lot of times those formative years teach us that what we do and what we don't want out of a relationship or for our lives, how we want our lives to look. And so that time of moving around a lot could have made him feel very unstable in his younger years, and therefore what he's looking for is something more predictable, something more consistent that he can count on, depend on, and know is unconditional. True, yes. So my yes nos are $3. And since I've only done 2 questions for you, I can add that on to this one. I do up to 3 readings in a row. So if you want to donate 3 for a quick yes, no, feel free to do that, and I'll do that right now for you. All right, so Sarah wants a 5 card, a 5 card, and I think some other stuff. Okay, let's shuffle for true. After true, we have rising storm. Rising storm, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. All right, did he move? Did he move, please? This is for true community. Did he move? Please show me a yes or no. Okay, so I am getting a yes. I have the Page of Wands. So this is basically him saying trying to see if he leaves his mom's and move out. I'm getting a yes, but let's specifically ask that question. Did he leave his mom's and move out? Did he leave his mom's and move out? Okay, so I guess I wasn't specific enough. I am getting a no for leaving his mom's, but maybe just confirming that. For some reason I thought the question was like, did he move around? Like, you wanted confirmation that he moved a lot. And I got a yes. So even if you knew that answer, it was coming through as a yes. But as far as moving out of his mom's, I am getting a no. I am seeing that this is something that he needs to do for his own benefit, though. And I see with the Page of Wands, it indicates that all of the moving he did give him a good perspective on how things should be. And it's kind of made him want to be more authentic in himself and what he wants for his life. It's made him more independent. It's made him more free. So the Three of Swords as a yes or no card is a no, but swords are the fastest moving suit in all of the deck. So this could indicate anytime between now and the next 3 weeks. If I were to use this as a timing card, it's indicating that it could be between now and the next 3 weeks that he would be moving out. You're welcome, True. All right, so Rising Storm. We got a BOGO for Rising. All right, True Community, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Sarah, are you still typing your questions? I want to make sure I see. Okay. So Sarah, I have your first question, your second question, your third question, your fourth question. All right, so 5, 10, 25. Okay, Sarah, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm just verbally confirming that I have all of your questions, okay? All right, shuffling for Rising now. Rising, I want to look into this girl's birth chart so badly. Like I wouldn't call myself like an expert by any means, but slowly over my career, I have been learning astrology, and I'm lately like really tapping into understanding birth charts and how things correspond. Hey, Maine, I'm going to be right with you after Rising, okay? No worries. If you have to leave again, feel free to leave your question with me if that's easier for you. So, Rising, I just want to see like what the hell astrologically, numerically, all aspects. Like I just want to see like what in the world is going on with her. because, oh, it's in Cash App? Okay, perfect. I'm going to make a note of that for you. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that before. Okay, I'm going to put a star next to that and you will be next. Because I want to see Rising what motivates this person. Okay, all about Maine. I'll try to remember that you do that. Let's see. The main reason, thanks girl. The main reason that I'm seeing that is because I see here with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups is like her main motivations is to make sure that if she is unhappy, that he is unhappy too. And that's really sad to me. You're welcome, True. These are her motivations. She's saying if I'm not happy, he can't be either. And if he's not happy with me, he can't be happy with anyone else. And I really want to cross-reference their charts with each other to understand the underlying motivations. Maybe at some point I will offer birth chart readings so that way we can have a better understanding of like how long to expect this connection to be around for. I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to do birth chart readings just yet, but I'm working on it. But I just strongly feel like her motivations are 100% the reason that you asked. 100%. She doesn't want him to, it is because of you, yes. And they had an argument and she left and came back. She has like a lot of trouble letting him go. She wants to be the one to make him happy. If she's not making him happy, no one else can make him happy. And not only that, but if she's not getting what she wants, he can't either. She has this like weird. Now, I will say that the power that she holds over him is only what he allows. I don't think that she has real, true power over him. I think that she can give threats, and I think that she can make him worried or concerned of her actions, and therefore he might not do things that he otherwise would for fear of how she's going to react to a situation. But I think that everything that she holds over him is his perception of power, and it's not actually power. I don't think that she controls him one bit. I think that whatever power she has over him is what he allows her to have. And I think that's very important, which is another reason why I'd like to see his chart at some point one day. Maybe we'll see. Or if you know that information, you might be able to get some kind of information from like someone who does readings for birth charts right now. But I just feel like what is this thing that he allows people who don't deserve to be in his life? He allows them to have this perceived power over him. Hi, God's daughter. All of my lists are actually closed. Yes, we are working on paid readings right now, and then I will be signing off maybe for the day. Yeah, I think it's nuts. I think it's because of her child that he lets her in. Yeah, I think you're right. And you know what's wild is that they could have like past karma that needs to be balanced from like other lives, which is nuts. Like, for example, okay, let's just say, because I don't know this for sure, but I'm trying to like explain the dynamic. Like, what if you and him had a past life relationship before, and she was the jealous old other woman, and now in this life, you guys had true love, and she was like the woman scorned. Now in this life, she finally got him, and she doesn't want to let him go. There could be karma that from past lives that need to be balanced in this life for sure. And I think that her motivations and her choices are only going to sour her future of this life and any life that comes after it if she doesn't quickly learn these lessons. And unfortunately, you are involved here. And who's to say that you haven't been involved for lifetimes? For all we know, this is a situation that you've already experienced, either with these two particular souls or like a similar dynamic that you also have to overcome. But I definitely think that it's because of this perceived power. I don't think it's a real power, but I think that she just doesn't want him to be happy. And she's willing to cause any kind of chaos, any kind of drama. And honestly, spirits kind of told me, to be honest with you, Rising, she's a little tired. She's a little tired. I think she's been trying really hard for a very long time, and now she's making problems that aren't actually problems. So for example, she might realize or feel threatened, and she creates drama that isn't even real, and it's starting to become very apparent to her that she's not even being authentic, that she's just making shit up to continue to have control. And maybe before it was real feelings, maybe before it was real problems, but now it's just she's literally doing everything she can to start drama. She might even be making shit up that's not actually real. She might be like, oh my God, I need to talk to you. There's so much drama that's been happening like with my friends, and I needed someone to talk to. And like for all we know, like it wasn't even a fight, or she made it up. Or if it was an argument, it wasn't as bad as she's making it out to be. She's like on the verge here to being pathologically lying. And I do feel like she's getting tired of it herself. I think she's like, how much harder do I have to try? How much inauthenticity do I have to bring to this connection to maintain control? And I think eventually she's gonna give up, because for the longest time she was like, I'm here to stay, I'm not threatened. But I think that she's realizing she's acting every single day so inauthentically who she is, that now she's getting tired of herself. She's getting tired of her own self. So, and tired of having to keep up this act, tired of like trying to keep things straight. Like, I think eventually she's going to get over it herself, but she has to come to that on her own. Yeah, it is. Which it's why it's good that even though you have your feelings on everything and about everything, and maybe you're not her biggest fan, you still approach a situation with kindness and love. And I think that that's one of your best traits, is that you give space and you hold space to be nice, even if you have your own feelings about things. You aren't rude. You don't fuel that negativity. I think that that's helpful in a energetic sense. All right, we're shuffling for the second question now. Yeah, you're welcome, Rising. So I can tell you right off the bat, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He feels like this is putting some restriction on his ability to pursue you. He feels like there's a lot of missed opportunities that are happening because she keeps trying to hang around. Oh, wow. These two cards just came out together. 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords. So with the 4 of Cups is basically like he's over here just thinking about you, the opportunities that could have presented themselves. So 4 of Cups sometimes reminds me of you can't cry over spilt milk. Like essentially he's in his frustration based off of things that he thinks might have happened, between you guys if she wasn't there, even though you don't know for sure. But he's thinking to himself, well, because she's here, it's definitely not going to happen. But he's over here crying over spilled milk because at this point, even if she wasn't there, would anything have happened between you guys at this point? Even if she wasn't around, probably not. But he doesn't like the fact that he hasn't had that opportunity regardless. He feels like she is interfering either way, because if she wasn't around, then if that opportunity came about, he would feel more flexible to act on those opportunities. But he's just kind of like over here going like just focusing on the one thing he's not getting, and that is making him a bit bitter. I would say it's making him a bit sour. So he's thinking to himself, like, for instance, he's thinking to himself, well, if she wasn't here, like, maybe I would have run into her, like Melissa, maybe I would have run into Rising, maybe I would have like had an opportunity to like communicate with her more, but now I feel very restricted and confined and I can't do that. But his spirit guides are over here going, but would he have done that anyways? Like, let's just be real. Even if the ex wasn't around, even if the ex wasn't around and that opportunity came up, would he have acted on it? We don't know for sure, but Spirit's saying probably not. But James is still like, he's still focused very much on like what he's not getting from this, if that makes sense. I also think that my Wi-Fi is not doing so great, so let me refresh really quickly. Yeah, I don't know if this is any better, but it looks better to me. So yes. Okay, James, that's perfect. Go ahead and leave your question. Um, so you said, yeah, makes sense. He was making progress before a little move in management. So I definitely feel as though he's noticing that. He's feeling like the momentum now he's here, now I can't do anything. When you see the three of swords and the nine of swords, like deep, deep sadness. Like I feel he's feeling that separation even more. I think he feels a little disappointed, maybe even of the fact that he keeps putting himself in this position to allow her to come in and interfere. And what do you know? The Wheel of Fortune. So this card talks a lot about cycles. It talks about karma. It talks about the things, the habits in the relationships that we need to break. Four of Pentacles is like he's letting her go. She needs to let him go too. I'm hearing the word frustrated. I don't know if this affects you at all or not, but he hasn't given up hope. Like I still think he's like, this isn't gonna let me down. This is a temporary setback, but I'm not gonna allow this to fully stop me. But the problem is that the momentum was building and now it seems kind of like halted. And you know, she is a block. Let's be honest. She serves as a block. She pays such detail, such attention to detail to how he acts towards her. Like any type of micro aggression or micro issue or just any kind of change in his demeanor towards her, she immediately picks up on the fact. She's really intuitive, actually. and she's using it in the negative sense. But she's very intuitive. She can pay attention to every little change in the weather, in the air, any little change in direction of the wind. Any way that he acts towards her, no matter how subtle, she picks up on it and she goes, okay, her feelers are going out, and now her, meter or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like now all of a sudden red flags go up and she's going, wait, what is this? And why is he acting this way? So I think that when she starts to feel threatened, that's when she comes in and holds on tight and goes, well, something is off here, and until I figure it out, I'm gonna be here all the time. Like, he would be the one to say hi, or he would pay more attention, and then she showed up than his home now. Yeah, totally get it. I feel the same way. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Outlander Rising. This is more specifically for you because I'm picking up this imagery. And I've got to figure out what her name is. But if you've watched Outlander before, it's like the very first season. And this character carries on throughout the seasons. But she was kind of like crushing on the main character guy. His name is Jamie. She's this blonde girl. She was like crushing on him so hard. But like, he fell in true love with the other main character. And she was just like this girl in the background that was so frustrated and like so annoyed because she thought that the two of them were gonna, like, I don't know, she had the biggest crush on him, and then he actually fell in love with someone else. So now she's like a woman scorned, and the story continues on, and like, this girl basically just takes anything that he'll give to her, no matter what, no matter how perceivably like in love he is with this other person, he will still, like, I guess she takes whatever he's willing to give to her because she's like so obsessed with him, despite the fact that he's clearly in love with someone else. And to me, that's kind of what this ex-girlfriend is reminding me of, is like, she just wants that control so badly, and she wants him so badly that she will literally do whatever she can, even if that interferes with his own happiness, even if she knows that he could be happier with something else or someone else doing something else. She just like feels this sense of value in this control that she has over his life, and like, that's a big theme here in this relationship. James, I have your questions. I will timestamp for you. What I'll do is I'll call on you when it's your turn. If you're not here, then I will go ahead and timestamp your reading, and you can come back to get your reading done with me, okay? Rising, that's what I've got for you, my love. Thank you for stopping by. Just a reminder for those of you who are waiting for your turn, if you are on the donation list, you are more than welcome to add to your reading. I will honor that. But any new people that are coming in to donate, unfortunately, I will have to decline for today, or at least for this live stream. Thank you guys for liking the live stream as well. You're welcome, James. All right, so next up we have All About Maine. All About Maine, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. I'm going to go ahead and get shuffling now. all about Maine. All about Maine. Okay. So this is interesting. All about Maine. I see actually some reunions happening for you. I see connection happening, passion happening here with the Knight of Wands. The issue that I'm also seeing here is kind of like a roller coaster effect where, like, for example, Friday you're talking to someone, Saturday you don't hear from them, so you're disappointed. Sunday you actually see them, and this is just an example. Sunday you actually see them and maybe you kind of like are affectionate with each other, and then like Monday you don't hear from them again. So it's like, it's definitely like a roller coaster effect here, where it's like you are getting what you want, but it's fleeting, it's not sticking around. I do have here with the Six of Cups, it means that you are getting that reconciliation, that reunion with someone. I do feel like you're seeing someone even, but it's still left with this feeling of disappointment, pauses or delays. And with the World here, it feels like things come to an end maybe quicker than you want, or something stops quicker than you want. There is this level of dissatisfaction here, despite feeling romance, despite feeling passion, despite feeling pursued. It's like this up and down effect going on throughout the weekend. And then it's leaving you feeling kind of like disconnected from this person. So it's interesting. I'm almost getting a lot of highs and lows for this weekend in love. Now, just because I gave you the example about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't mean that it has to go like that. But that's just the example of what I'm seeing is like you guys, you meet with someone, you share some good moments with each other. And so I guess the takeaway here is to try not to have high expectations. Just enjoy the moment for what it is when you are experiencing it. Enjoy that moment. But don't, I guess, get your hopes too high or have too high of expectations when it comes to this particular situation this weekend. It seems like it's all over the place. So yeah, that is what I've got for you all about Maine. Thank you for your donation with me. Since I didn't see you, I'm going to go ahead and timestamp your reading in the comments. Next up, we have Sarah. Sarah said that she had to run, but just in case she's here, I'm going to let her check in with me. All right, shuffling for Sarah now. One last reminder that if you made a donation with me today and you would like to leave your question with me, feel free to do that if you can't stick around. And if you are still waiting for your reading and you like to add to your reading, I will honor that donation. But anyone new that comes in to donate, I will not be able to do that at this time. All right, this is the reading for Sarah. What does Joseph think or feel? What does Joseph think or feel? So Sarah, I'm getting with Joseph. He feels like you're unavailable. He feels like you're not demonstrating things to him that would indicate that you are emotionally or literally available for a connection. He sees this connection as something that's on pause or delayed to act for something to actually come of it. I am seeing some sense of fun, flirting. I'm not really getting feelings, but I'm getting there's a fun flirting with you. So this person could be friends with you, enjoy talking to you, enjoy like feeling like there could possibly be a attraction to one another, but not really serious or have any serious thoughts that this could go anywhere right now. So I'm not sure if you're just kind of giving off like a friend zoney vibe or what this is, but it's feeling more fun and flirty and attractive, but not necessarily putting all our cards out there. And the way that he's viewing you or viewing the connection is something very independent from him. So maybe he feels like this connection would not be able to move forward, or there would be some kind of delay to do that, or in order to do that. There's just a lot of independent energy. He could feel like potentially he also wouldn't want a relationship right now. That could also be an interpretation, although this is how he feels about you or what he's thinking about you. So with that being said, I would say he's kind of really not sure. Oh, I actually just saw where you said you met him at work. Just curious. So yeah, I think for him it's more like I'd like to think she's attracted to me. I'd like her to think I'm attracted to her. I like having conversation with her, fun, flirting, still very friend zone though. It doesn't feel like anything could really come of this right now, at least in his mind. We do see the work here. As the first two cards, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This means that work is priority, or your work is priority, and a connection together needs to come second. You said you met at work, right? Yeah, so if he works for the same company you work for, it seems like he's saying we have to put our job first in this situation. But there is like a fun vibe, I guess you could say, of like, you know, when you meet someone, even if you're not taking them seriously, it's fun to talk to someone, especially if you think that they're attractive. It's fun to talk to them, or if you think that they think you're attractive. I don't know, it's just like it's a good time. I'm seeing a lot of fun. I'm seeing appreciation for you know, who you are, what he knows about you, he likes. But yeah, that's the extent of it. All right. Second question. Second question, how did C Aries feel when I suggested a family vacay? How did C Aries feel when she suggested a family vacay? Oh man, Sarah. So he was feeling extremely cautious. I think he was going, what is she saying right now? But it was like a sense of like happiness though, a cautious happiness, a hesitance happiness. But it did feel like he was kind of like, okay, like I do like that she's suggesting this, but I still feel like he was very much on guard, you know? So I think he was kind of like, what's the angle here? Why is she suggesting this right now? I see what she's saying, but what does this mean outside of that? Is this, I think he was trying to find the deeper meaning. I kind of see him questioning a lot right now. Like he's kind of going like, what is it strictly a family vacation with just us? Is there something more that I can expect here? Like, is she wanting something more? Is that what I want? And I think that he just had a lot of questioning going on. So I think in the moment he was kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of just stand on guard and like just see what happens from here. I do feel like there was a sense of happiness though. I think you at a minimum piqued his interest or intrigue by propositioning or suggesting this. And I think it was a flattering or happy, but also like, what am I thinking of this? But the overall feeling was like excitement, I guess you could say. It was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But I still think he's wondering what to make of it all, in all honesty. I asked like if he was excited, like if he was happy about this outcome, or if he had like positive feelings towards this outcome. I am getting a yes, but it comes with caution. So I hope that makes sense. And I would say honestly, like this has got him overthinking quite a bit. This suggestion that you brought up has got him, it's got his mind spinning. He's thinking about this a lot. And I think that he's trying to understand what exactly that would mean for your connection. All right, third question. All right, so the third one is a love spread. Whoa. Love spread for C, Aries, and Sarah, please. After Sarah, we have Amy. Amy, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. You still have a little bit of time before your turn. So if you're not here, that's okay. Love spread for C, Aries, and Sarah. Hey, Amy, thanks for checking in. I'll probably check in with you again in a few minutes. We're getting some resistance in the shuffle. Okay, so I think that's where we need to call it. All About Maine, yes, but I timestamped you at 1:21 roughly. So if you want to scroll back in this live stream about 15-ish minutes ago, 15, 16 minutes ago, you should be able to find your reading pretty easily. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so Sarah, I feel like the energy probably hasn't changed that much since the last time we did a reading similarly to this. So I don't know how much new information is going to come out, but we're going to still roll with it and see what comes through. All About Maine. Oh, I appreciate you too. Thank you. So with that being said, first out, we have the 8 of Cups for how they feel about you, the Moon for their true intentions, the Chariot for what you want, the King of Pentacles for what they want, the Ace of Wands for what brings you together, what pulls you apart, Ace of Pentacles, energy around the relationship, Two of Wands, what's hidden, strength, will the relationship be successful, Four of Swords. So first off, will the relationship be successful? I'm just very drawn to that card right now, so I'm just going to say it like it is. Too soon to tell. It's very difficult right now to make a determination. I'm hearing kind of like the guides going, I don't know what the heck they're going to do. I don't know what's going to come of this. This is really up to them to figure it out, and we're not going to interfere. So I feel like you have a divine opening, a divine blessing of the union, but you also have a divine blessing of if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I think that they're trying to keep their hands out of it, and they're trying to make sure that you decide for yourself what's best here for the connection. I am getting a maybe, but it's like a too soon to tell kind of situation. Things are quiet right now. Four of Swords. I don't necessarily know if we're supposed to know the outcome of this connection, and if we do find out in advance, I don't know if that is necessarily going to benefit you to know either way. So I think they pretty much want you guys to navigate this on your own. As far as how he feels about you, we have the Four of Cups. This is making me feel like the energy of I didn't know what I had till it was gone. And now I think he's coming around to understanding your value and appreciating you for who you are. And this could indicate that he felt like he missed an opportunity and he didn't take advantage of something when he had it. As far as his intentions, I have the moon. I don't think, Sarah, that he's gonna be very upfront with you right now. The moon here talks about there's still a lot that you need to uncover about this connection. And I think for more than anything, it's you need to witness the consistency. You need to witness him making an effort. You need to witness him in who he is now versus who he was then. And you need to see like if you even like the person that he is, or are you chasing after something that doesn't exist or what you thought it would be, and you're still trying to see if that's something that can happen. So there's a lot here that's unclear, and I feel like it's just important that you go directly to the source as far as understanding what his intentions would be for you. I'm getting what you want and what he wants is pretty similar. You want the Chariot, he wants the King of Pentacles. The difference is who's going to pursue who here. The Chariot means you want to be pursued. The King of Pentacles means I want to sit pretty and I want to be pursued. And so the question is, who is going to make the first move? Who is going to do the thing? You're looking for direction, devotion, and someone to want you and make it clear, make it known. And I think he wants the same thing. But again, who is going to make the first move? Because you probably feel like you've done enough, and then he might feel like I'm not ready. So it's kind of complicated. And again, I don't know how much information this is giving to you, but I'm hoping at a minimum it's at least giving you confirmation in how things have been going for you. What brings you together versus what pulls you apart, I will say the practicality is a weakness for your connection. Practicality meaning like what financial goals, career goals, like literal geography, anything physical, tangible, goals for the relationship. Your weakness is that it doesn't always align, it doesn't always match. But you don't lack anything when it comes to passion and attraction for each other. That's easy for you guys. And that's actually a strength, is the fact that you are very drawn to one another, attracted to one another. I'm pretty sure, Sarah, it might be really easy for you to imagine a hooking up with him, but it might be harder for you to imagine a life together. And that's kind of what Spirit is saying. The energy around the relationship is the Two of Wands, and what's hidden is strength. The energy around the relationship being the Two of Wands says two paths, decisions that need to be made, options laid out in front of you. Traveling to the other side of the world, deciding to stay or go, waiting, anticipating, feeling restless, and to some extent, because a decision hasn't been made yet upon what's going to happen with the connection, it can leave one or both of you feeling a little detached or withdrawn from the connection at times. The hidden card being the Strength card. And I wonder if this might have already been in this position in another love reading that we've done. But you guys have very strong impact and influence over one another. I think that in a lot of things that you do, you can say that you do wonder about him and how he would fit into your life, or what he would think about this choice that you're making, or would he try harder for a family, or, you wonder a lot about his thoughts and feelings, and he does the same for you. You guys have a lot of influence on one another's life, and some of the decisions that he makes, I don't think you realize, but he wonders, like, what would she think? What would she do here? what would make her proud or happy, or what would make her upset. So you guys influence one another quite a bit. So yeah, that is what I've got for you, Sarah, for the third question. And finally, we'll pull some message cards for you. Message cards from C Aries to Sarah. So the first card out is I want you so badly. This card fell on the floor, so I'm reaching for it now. I want you so badly. This card came out pretty much at the same time. I left before you could leave me. The timing of those cards falling out also makes to me that he has some conflicted feelings about you. So he would say, like, I feel very conflicted when it comes to you, or confused a little bit when it comes to you. He says, I find you so attractive. And I need security. Something else that's coming through about this card here. Oh my God, it was just there, Spirit. What is it? Okay, so this card, thank you. This card it indicates that his feelings for you are stronger than he lets you believe, or that he leads you on to believe that his feelings for you are deeper than that. I have too much to lose. So he could struggle with fear of, if I put it all out there, or I put it all on the line, I could lose it all. And so maybe he feels the sense of, it's easier if I don't even try. So at the top of the deck, we have, I feel so drawn to you. At the bottom of the deck, we have, I know that I crossed a line with you. So that is what I've got for you, Sarah, in full. I hope you enjoy your readings with me. Thank you so much. Okay, so Amy is next. Amy, feel free to check in with me one last time. I need to go get a different pen, because the pen that I'm using is like ink is coming out of it, and I don't really want to write with that. So just so you know, Amy, all of my readings, channelings, they come through in automatic writing. I do use cards to help get more specific details, but I do automatic writing. So what's going to happen is, as I'm channeling, you're going to see me pulling cards. You're going to see things on the screen. You may hear me breathing every once in a while or something. If it's on mute, don't worry. As soon as I'm done with your reading, I will make sure that you can hear me, and I will let you know that I'm about to get started on your reading, and make sure that you're still here. And then I will read everything to you about what I was able to channel. So everything I channel goes in my little notebook here. I don't know if you can see, I have like scribbles all over the place and stuff. So this is like my tarot book, and I'm like halfway through it. You can see like how many pages I've used. So we're going to get you a new piece of paper and get started there. I just need to grab a pen really quickly, and it takes me sometimes up to like 10 minutes to channel. So if you want to grab a drink or a snack or something like that while you wait, feel free to do that. And again, I will check in with you and make sure you're here before I actually read you your channeled messages. Oh, Amy, I'm sure you told me, but I forgot. Are we doing this about Noah? Just to double check. Okay, got it. Okay, so the pen that I found isn't working very well, unfortunately. Let me go grab a different one. Jeez. Hey, Shri. Yes, all of my lists are closed. I was telling everyone earlier that I might be able to come back later today, but I'll just have to see. Okay. So Amy, one thing I'm getting for sure, um, I am like interested to see like if he's ever written you a note or like if you've seen his handwriting because it's sloppy as hell. Like I am usually have like very nice handwriting, and when I channel, it can get kind of sloppy just because I'm trying to write so fast. But I feel like his handwriting is just so all over the place. Like one day it looks like one day it looks like this, one day it looks like that. It's just funny to me. I don't know. Something that's coming through too is a like a hobby or an interest that he wants to talk to you more about. Like there's something that he really likes to do or that he's interested in. And he wants to talk to you more about this. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know when the message is complete because I'm still writing. It's a little messy. Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm just seeing like handwriting to you. And I'm like, it's looking a little messy. Yeah, so I'm glad that that resonates for you. Okay, perfect. Okay, so could this possibly be the hobby that he's like very into or interested in? Maybe what he wants to talk to you about is if you haven't talked like did you like the gift or is this the hobby that he wants to communicate more with you on? I'm not sure. He like gets very excited about this thing, this interest. And I feel like he would be so excited if like you got into this hobby too. And it's something you guys could relate on. It doesn't have to be the Lego thing, but if that's resonating for you, that might be what it is. So like that was sentimental because he's coming through as like a sentimental type of person. He's like in touch with his emotional side. That's so sweet. Oh my god, how cute. So the one thing that's coming through very clearly, Amy, for him is that he feels like a lot of times he's not taken seriously. And I think that it bothers him. And he mentions that here in this writing, that he wants to be taken seriously. And so maybe he just does things that like demonstrates things. Like he's like yeah, he's like yeah, that's what it is. Hold on one second. So I would say maybe the way that he shows care and love would be acts of service. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, and your experience would also make you feel that way too, Amy. I think for you, it's really important that you just are enjoying like the present moment. You just be very in the present. Try not to think so much about the next steps or what the next thing is going to be or what this means. Just be very happy like in the moment. I think a lot of times, like, maybe I should say, maybe I can generalize this statement, but I feel like a lot of times masculine energies are very easy to be just in the present moment and enjoy the present moment and not think too far ahead. There are men out there that do that. I'm getting married to one of them. He has a very hard time being present and in the moment. But as a whole, masculinity, I feel like are a lot easier to be present than women are. Women are always worried about like what the next steps are going to be. So I think it's important, which is interesting because it's a feminine trait to be in the present moment. It's a masculine trait to think 3 steps ahead, but somehow as a collective, we're like the opposite. So I would say with him, just enjoy the moments because that's important to him. He's saying he likes to be present in the moment. All right, let me finalize these messages really quickly and I'll read you what he said. Okay. So, Amy, he says, I don't really know what to make of all of this. It's pretty exciting. I'm curious about you, and there is more I want to talk to you about. And this is where he talks about like some kind of hobby or interest. He says, in all honesty, I find it wild that you would even want to talk to me. I don't want you to get bored of me and walk away. I'd like to get to know you better. I'm just not sure what you see in me, though. Like, what do you think of me? What do you get out of this? I do want to be taken seriously, but I know that's kind of hard to do because I still feel so lost in what I want out of life. I know I don't have all of the answers. Would you want to be more than friends? I want you to feel like you can confide in me. I try to demonstrate my intentions through action. I hope you can start to see me in a different light. I keep trying to prove myself and show you who I really am. Could this be something? Do we have something here, or is there something between us? Like, I think he's trying to figure out like what are you to him? Like, do you look at him as like the kid friend to your brother, like you're the friend to your kid brother? Like, are you viewing him as like an entity? Like, he's saying like, how are you viewing me? He's wondering like, are you viewing him as a separate entity from your brother? Do you still view him as like the kid? Or is there something different going on here? Like, I think that's kind of what is going on here. And like, he's like, does she take me seriously? Like, is she just looking at me as someone to confide in? Because I want her to confide in me, but like, I also want her to like see me as my own person. So like, those are a lot of the messages that I was getting. But I hope you enjoyed your reading with me, Amy. Next up, we have James. If James is here, please check in with me. Funny enough, I'm worried as to how he views me. Yeah. I think you have, I want to say a little bit, Amy, maybe not a lot, but a little bit of an upper hand here with him. Use it wisely. You know what I mean? You know, you're not worried for no reason because your experience tells you that people show interest and then walk away. So of course you're gonna try to protect yourself, and you are going to kind of be cautious and keep yourself at a distance from this person. And you know, he's doing the same thing, but his reason is not because of his experience, it's because of his inexperience, and he wonders how you're viewing him. I think just let it be what it is, Amy. I don't try too hard. Let him know that, you know, you have interest in continuing to communicate with him. Don't get too serious too fast. Like, you know, and also like be careful what you say to him, because I think he can get confused very easily. Like, if, for instance, when you said generally speaking, you were like, I'm looking for friends with benefits, I don't know if I can offer someone something serious. He's making note of that and going, okay, so she's telling me that she might be interested in other people and she's just confiding in me as a friend. Or if she is telling me to tell me, what she's saying is she doesn't take me seriously. So I think for him, it's very important, like, what you say to him, because from your perspective, you might think that it's beneficial to say things and that it helps him understand your headspace. But I think maybe sometimes where you think it's beneficial, it might be confusing for him. So just be careful, like, what you're saying as far as like what you're looking for, because I think it's only necessary to communicate those things to someone who you're actually pursuing, and they know that you're pursuing them in that way, you know? So once you guys get on the same page with that, then you can go there. I think that would be fine. I think that would be a lot of fun. Like, you could say, you know, hey, I had a minute in my day, and I was thinking about when we went to, what was it called? Where did you guys go? The fruit farm. Which is okay. I was like, hey, you know, like, I had a minute in my day and I was thinking about when we went to the fruit farm, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, and I really enjoy hanging out with you. And I think leave it at that. That doesn't add any pressure, but it makes him feel like special. Fruit farm. That's what it was. I was like, was it the fair? I was like, where was it? Where was it? But yeah, I mean, that's always nice. Like, people always say like, people enjoy hearing that you care about them. It's never going to be a bad thing. But like, if you guys have already talked today, then, you know, let it be. But if you haven't heard from him in the last day or two or something, you could even say like, something reminded me of when we were at the fruit farm and I had a minute in my day to tell you that I had a great time and I do enjoy spending time with you. I think is a nice thing to hear, that I think anybody would want to hear that. You're welcome, Amy. I hope you enjoyed your I think it was your first channeling with me. All right, so we're doing James right now. Shuffling for James. Have a good day, Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Love reading for Patty and James. James, this is the King of Swords, in case there's a glare and you're not able to see it. Okay, so option 2, love spread, we have feelings, intentions. No, I'm so sorry. That's not correct. Impressions, thoughts, feelings, intentions, outside blocks, and overall energy. Okay, so one of the main things that are coming through as a theme in this reading is that she feels in her life, in her everyday life, she feels kind of pressured, back up against a wall, feeling helpless, feeling hopeless. She could suffer from like some type of negative mental state of mind and things like that. And I feel like here she's trying to demonstrate to the connection, maybe even for the benefit of the connection, that this part of her thinking this way or having these limiting beliefs are coming to an end. The world here talks about the end of a journey, feeling complete, feeling like something that you were dealing with is now done and you are moving on to the next chapter. Here, showing with the Six of Swords is that she wants this relationship to be easier for you guys. Maybe she feels like this connection has been kind of estranged at times, connected at times, momentum is gained, and then sometimes it retreats. She's looking for things to be easier overall between you guys. So I think that she's looking for an open channel of communication where things can just flow easier and it doesn't have to be this constant feeling of separation. She does want to start off as friends. I am getting that. So being in a relationship before the end of the year is absolutely possible. And I will go a little bit more in depth when I shuffle for that. But I do feel like the foundation of friendship is very important to her. And I feel like even though you guys kind of are friends, sort of, in like an acquaintance kind of way, she's looking to build more of like a foundation here with you guys. Like that's like her main hope. Her main feeling is that if she feels like she can build a solid friendship with you, spend time with you, enjoy your company, get to know you really on like a deep level, then she feels like that will set the tone for the rest of the relationship to blossom in a very organic type of way. I am not getting that there's really any influence or blocks in a significant way that would be difficult for the connection, but I do feel like there needs to be more structure, and that could be perceived as a weakness because your connection is very inconsistent. It's touch and go. It doesn't feel very solid. And I guess that could be perceived as a block. An outside influence for her is that she has to get a little bit more structured in her routine. I still feel like she's trying to settle down or settle into her new life. Something recently has changed for her, and she's still trying to get a handle on that. So once she can get her rhythm down and get into a better routine, I think things will be easier for you guys. That's ultimately what she wants. Her North Node is probably something like, I don't know, if I were to guess, I would say Libra, maybe even Virgo, any kind of sign that would indicate an easier future. Lots of earth signs there. But I feel like she's looking for something more stable, more balanced. easier, so on and so forth. The overall energy here just depicts that she's kind of tired of being her inauthentic self. She is ready for facing her struggles, facing her fears and hardships, and making a better life for herself. So therefore, I do think Aquarius. Oh my God, I should have freaking said that, James. Literally, that was going to be the next sign I was going to say, North Node Aquarius, because my North Node is Aquarius, and for some reason, I like that popped in my head. That freaked me out. Oh my God. You know what? From now on, I'm just going to say the things. I'm just going to say what I'm thinking because I should have just said it. But yeah, so you guys have like a similar plan or desire for the future. The reason why I was going to say Aquarius is because Aquarius is very progressive thinking. They want things to be different than how it's ever been. And I feel like that's very much her energy right now. She wants to start a new life. She wants things to be different. She wants things to be more balanced. Not only that, but Aquarius is also really good at seeing the good for everyone involved rather than, oh, you have similar placements. That's really crazy. They want everything to be good for the whole versus themselves. So she's thinking very externally outside of herself here in this connection. All right, so let's look in a little bit further into the relationship. Possibly, I was picking up on it's possible, but because she wants that foundation of friendship first, and this feels like it has changed a little bit. I do feel like she has always wanted that solid foundation of friendship, but to me it feels like it's like a priority for her. It's much more important that she gets that suddenly for some reason. Okay, will they be in a relationship together by the end of this year, 2023? Will they be in a relationship? Overall, I'm getting a yes, James. I think obviously things have to kind of fall into place. Let's see if I can get, I'm curious actually about a timing because I'm hearing if it's not by the end of this year, early next year is kind of. Give me a timing, please. When can they expect? All right, so this card specifically means December 3rd to December 12th. 9 of Wands also to me is like 9 weeks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, am I doing my math right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's sometime between December. What did I say? December 3rd to the last week of December. So I would say it probably is going to cut it very close to the end of the year. If we go by the current trajectory that you guys are on right now, as the soonest date for you guys to be in a relationship. All right, so Chiron and Cancer. So, as you guys know, Cancer is usually like the house of home and heart, and our family dynamics. So for you guys, there could be a lot of healing from family dynamics in this life. And you guys, that's something that you guys can have like common understanding about. Hey, Elisa, yes, girl, I'm sorry. If I have time tonight, I was telling everyone I'm going to try to be back. But my whole day got pushed back today because I didn't know I was going to be on for so long. I opened my list for 30 minutes and I've been here for 2.5 hours. So you guys will have to catch me next time. If it's tonight, it'll probably be later in the evening, but I will try to be back as often as I possibly can. We're 10 days away from the wedding. So right now it's crunch time and we still have a lot to get done. I know it. But I'll be back if I can. Hopefully you catch me. Anybody who missed me, make sure you turn your notifications on just in case if you haven't already, so you can make sure you can catch me, because between now and next week, in all honesty, next week's going to be very sparse, whatever the word is. And it's going to be random as hell. That's cool. So you probably share the same Pluto as well. The same, I think it's Saturn placements. Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto. I'm trying to think of like all the different placements. You could have similar ones. All right, guys. Well, James, thank you for your donation. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Elisa, thank you so much for the congratulations. You guys, like, this year has flown by. I feel like I was just telling y'all that we just got engaged and now we're getting married next week. This is insane to me. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your evening if I don't see you. Bye.